Hi, and welcome back to What's Your Skincare Routine with Leora and Luciano. And we're getting into the stories behind the brands that make self care feel like a sacred ritual. Today, I'm actually in Mexico, and I'm going to be speaking with the founders of the incredible brand Santu Beauty. Angelique Manwick and Alicia Nogales. The brand is born from their shared passion on Mexico's Pacific coast. When Santu launched, they wanted to honor the ancestral ingredients like hand-harvested sea salt, copal resin, and natural butters, turning everyday nourishment into a pause for body, spirit, and heritage. Because body care is more than just skincare. It's the foundation of wellness, fueling the energy that we give to our lives, our work, and our loved ones. Alicia and Angelique share their origin story, best wellness advice, and why self-love starts with rituals that reconnect us to ourselves. So with that, I'm so excited to share their story. All right. Welcome, ladies, to the podcast. I'm so excited to be speaking with you today. And we are literally at the source.
Yes.
We're here in Mexico. So I want to start at the start. I want you to introduce yourselves and tell us how you met and the origins of Santu.
My name is Angelique. I've been in Troncones for about 10 years. And that's the same time I started the business here was the same time I met Alicia. And she was one of my best clients. And we just hit it off from the start. We became really good friends. And since the beginning, she was ordering some products that I was making, and she fell in love with it. And it went on like that for about 7 years until she came up with the idea that we needed to create this brand. And we literally took everything and we transformed it into the self-love ritual because that's what we want to share with everybody. I'm a therapist for about 18 years, and she has been a product person for forever. So I think just those two combinations coming together, we created Santu because we wanted to share our beliefs in the fact that we're all self-care practitioners and we can slow down and take that little bit of extra time for ourselves. And that's where we started.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And can you share a little bit more about the ethos of Santu? So you spoke to a little bit about that self-care, but self-care is such a broad term. So I wanted to know what it means to each of you.
You can start.
Our tagline for what we say is that Santu is rooted in love. And the ethos behind the brand, as Angelique said, is that we believe we are all capable of being self-care practitioners. And love is a commodity, unlike money, that never runs out. And when we say rooted in love, we believe that the heart, connected to both divine part of ourselves, is the bridge between that and our humanness. And we believe that the more you love yourself and the more rituals that you can create for yourself, whatever those are to you. And we believe that your physical, your emotional, and your spiritual well-being is connected. It's integrated. So they all deserve attention. And it's a birthright. And that you can't love yourself enough. And so Santu is really about ritual. And, here in the spa is the sanctuario. And Angelique often says is that our own bodies, our physical, our emotional, and our spiritual selves, that they are sanctuaries. So that is the beginning of it. And it's like throwing a pebble into a pool of water. And when you throw a pebble in, it's concentric circles. The more you love yourself, the more you can do for others, for your friends, for your family, for your community. And the more you get back because you feed off of it. And that's something because if it's rooted in love and close to your heart, that's something that we all have. It's a wellspring. So for me, I think that's the way when we started talking about it. And yes, I was a huge consumer of products that she was making. And it was my own self-care ritual. And I was like, this is actually a service that we should share with whoever wants to be a part of that world.
Yeah. And also just adding to that, like how she just said that we're rooted in love, but we're also rooted in tradition and culture. And most of our products, we use local artisans. And that's how the community gets transformed too, because we want to be celebrating the country of origin. Like we want to celebrate the tradition that has been alive for more than 2000 years, and we want to keep that alive. So that's also one of our ethos, that we want to keep this tradition alive with working with local communities.
Yeah. So I know that it's embedded in your ethos, the specific location of Mexico, but also the ingredients. Can you speak to some of the ingredients in the products?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Well, our hero ingredient is copal. And copal is Mexican tree resin, and it's been used for thousands of years. My great grandmother was a curandera. She was a healer, and in the communities in Mexico where she lived at my grandmother's house, and her office was the front porch. And she used copal in ceremony and medicinally. And Angelique especially can speak to how copal is used now in modern medicine as anti-inflammatory material. And it's a very, in ceremony, it's used as grounding properties, as well as, releasing what you're ready to release. And so that ritual of having copal in everything that we make and, will make in the future. And as she said, because we honor the traditions that are thousands of years old, sometimes, in an age of like modern wellness, of course, there are great innovations, but we must not forget where we came from.
Yeah.
And the traditions and the plants and the ingredients, all of which come from Mexico. There's a reason why they use them for thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah.
And
copal to us, it's not just another ingredient. It's a ritual. It's a ceremony that we've added to our line. And that's how we celebrate our country of origin. This is the place that we literally met, and this is where Santu was born. So you will learn a little bit more about copal later today, but I think it's just it's been used in Mexican traditions for many centuries. You will specifically be familiar with it, especially when you know about more of like Day of the Dead on the altar.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, and in church they use it for ceremonial, like to clear out negative energy and just be grounded. But now in modern wellness, it's been really used because of its anti-inflammatory and antiseptic properties. So in every single product that we have in our line, we have cobalt oil.
Okay, incredible.
Yes.
And let's take a step back, because I know we just talked about self-care and how that resonates, but also what I love to talk about what's in a name. So where does the name Santu come from? Oh my goodness, I'm not prepared for this question. Oh my goodness. I don't have it on my list.
Okay.
Assumed that it was tied to culture, something that was maybe spiritual, maybe part of the ingredient story. So that was my first impression.
I love the word. I think that there's a lot of intention and time actually spent on the name. When you give words to intentions, it gives them directions to physically. And that's what I believe. And so we will say it differently. Santu for me, both in Spanish and English, there's a sense of sacredness. Sacred is a powerful word, and like saintly, like to light, is a made up word. And I just like it sounds. It makes me feel like Santu.
Yeah.
And
Great.
because we honor the country that we were making all of our products and sourcing from and creative and whatnot. For me, it's like you say it and it rings, sounds like we're so authentically behind this in hallways. That's, and you have.
So to me, really, it's short for santuario in Spanish. And I see it as our body being a sanctuary, our temple. And we need to take care of our sanctuary. We need to take care of our temple. And the more we do that, the more we can show up for others. Yes.
Beautiful.
It's like, I always like to refer back to it. Like when you get on a plane, they always tell you before you put on anyone else's mask, put on your own mask first.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly where it comes to. So when you are taken care of, you will be present for the rest.
I love that. Okay, so let's talk product. So you launched with which products?
We launched with our salt scrub. That's actually our hero product. I will show you what it looks like.
Okay.
And this is also made with locally sourced ingredients from hand harvested sea salt that we literally get from 1 hour away.
Can you share a little bit more about that process?
Yes. So our salt scrubs, it's made with hand harvested sea salt. So the salt you see here on top, it's like a chocolate covered caramel.
Ooh. Okay.
So when you get in there, it's more finer salt at the bottom. But the salt is made by local artisans that's literally an hour away from here.
Okay.
Yes, and we went to visit them to see the process. And they are one of the only families that still harvested the traditional way on limestone
Oh, wow.
instead of plastic jars.
Okay.
This salt is edible. It's food grade and it's healthier for you because we value our health and because we value traditions that should stick around. It's incredibly labor intensive. Yeah, because the water comes up from the ocean into lagoons and they physically, like very few tools. It takes a lot of labor to actually put the salt in this. They've been doing it the same way forever. It's like almost like a large container that they add other salt and sand to really bring out the flavors of the salt.
Wow.
And they clean it in there just with the water.
Right.
And then it is put on limestone. And
Wow.
the process of it takes about 10 days. But it needs to dry out completely in the non-rainy season.
Yes.
So and what happens is salt water evaporates and water also sinks to the bottom. And they crack the salts. And it is like a tool, they shave it. And by the end of the harvest, and we're going to be visiting them again this week, by the end of the harvest, there's mounds. And interesting thing about it, it's the most purest way to do it. And there are now more modern ways that you can get microplastics in it. If you use any of that in any kind of the process, or if you don't filter it, it might be faster.
Right.
But it is healthier.
Right.
And because we value that.
Yeah.
And there isn't a difference in price for commodity salt makers that makes it the hand harvested way. So we also, the woman who, the matriarch is turning 100.
Wow.
And her 75-year-old son is, and he doesn't want the tradition to be lost. And he talks about how much healthier this is for you. And having seen it, you can see it at other salt flats, but it's not any more expensive. You know, as many resources go when you do it this process. So we want to support local communities because we don't want that process tradition to disappear.
And we've seen the whole process, how they do it. This is not machinery. There's everything like literally handmade. So the bucket where they have like the sand, where they pour down the salt, it's like on wooden poles. And everything is like what he made.
The same tools.
Yeah, the same tools.
The scraper is literally within your hand. You are scraping and cracking.
Wow. Wow.
And then they rake it when it's all dry. But it's such a delicate process because they have to do it in a certain time.
Right.
Because once this first rain falls, their production is off.
Okay.
So it's a limited amount of time that they
Sure.
have to harvest the salt.
Yeah.
Which is also, you think of unpredictable rains.
Right.
So if there's an unpredictable rain, there is that crop harvest is gone. So that is also why they come up with more modern ways.
Of course.
So our body scrub is infused with the hand harvested sea salt, but then also with butters.
Okay.
So in here we have shea butter, cacao butter, mamey butter, which is a Mexican fruit. So they make the mamey butter with the seed. And then we have the copal oil.
Okay.
So when you exfoliate your skin, you will get a good exfoliation because we recommend you use it on dry skin
Okay.
instead of wet
So the
skin.
butters sink
So-
in.
So this is before you go in the shower.
Yes.
You apply it to dry skin.
And you
Okay.
use really your hands
Okay.
and you exfoliate. You're in your sanctuary of the bathroom
Mhm.
where most of us are by ourselves.
Mhm.
And so it's a moment of taking time for yourself. And then as the butters are sinking in, I wait 10 minutes. We recommend 10 to 15 minutes, and we rinse off and pat dry. So just like after a massage, you want those oils to sink into your skin. It's as exfoliating as it is hydrating. And then our
Oh.
salt scrub, we have 3 signature scents in all the
Okay.
products we make. And this is the Lima Mexicana.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this has Lima Mexicana, eucalyptus, and rosemary.
Okay.
And then we have in the same exfoliators, we have tropical jasmine with pineapple and mango. And then we have another one, which is coconut, vanilla, and coffee.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
are very scent forward
Yes.
because we really believe that, I think like in my own personal experience, when I'm in the sanctuary of the bathroom, taking care of myself, and really I enjoy it. The scent is part of what takes you somewhere, just like a good candle, which we also make.
Yes. Yes.
It transports you. It
Yeah.
could be a happy memory. It could be a memory that you had as a child, or when you had coffee with your grandma, or
We
Yeah.
just hold all these
Yeah.
things. You see. Like this is
So-
how this reminds me
Yeah.
of,
Mhm.
¿cómo se dice?
la paleta.
La paleta lima.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the lime, so many people has referred to it as like, I remember this from my childhood. It's like it was a paleta that I had when I was a child.
Okay.
And it's so interesting. The coffee, like someone said, oh, it reminds me with café y leche con mi abuela.
So
So,
good.
it's very transportive. And
Okay.
that's what we want to create with Santu. Like it's that meaning behind it. And when we talk about like how you use it, it's all the intention you put behind using the product. So just making the ritual, you can make the ritual daily or you can make it weekly.
Okay.
But we want to encourage everybody to just slow down, breathe deep, and then take that little bit of time for yourself.
I like to say that, make you the first thing on your to-do list. So we wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
we get to what we all need to do,
Mhm.
but put yourself, whether it's the lotion today
Mhm.
or the scrub.
Mhm.
And those were the first 2 products. And then a few months later, we came up again with 3 signature scents of aromatherapy candle, because we believe scent is evocative and transporting. And then we also believe that, and then we have a massage serum. And I don't know, do you want to tell them about the other artisan or?
So our massage and aromatherapy candles in a jar. It's made out of barro, which is
Okay.
Mexican clay.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's also made, it's handmade
That's
by
made
local
locally.
artisans in Morelos here in Mexico.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So everything is sourced and made here in Mexico, even our creative team, our models, and on Mexican beaches.
because those vessels are hand, and we really thought they were, they're so pretty, and it's also very old tradition of firing to kill them. And we
Yes.
double glazed them on the inside because you literally eat out of them, pour them, or whatnot.
Yeah.
But with the massage serum, I mean, most people know what an aromatherapy candle is.
Mhm.
It's pretty straightforward. But the massage serum, you can use in conjunction after the scrub or whatnot. But I like, again, in the sanctuary, my space, is you light the massage serum, and because it's made of skin safe soy flax, right, with vitamin E and aloe vera, it burns at a low temperature, not like a aromatherapy wax
Okay.
candle. And so when taking your shower or whatnot, I use it as a serum or a body oil. So then when
More it
you
on.
don't have to, we recommend blow it out.
Right.
But you don't have to wait time. It's not like a hot candle. So when you pour it on yourself, whether you're giving yourself your ritual or you're using it with someone else in massage, you can only imagine what it feels like to have something warm go down your back that you're using to rub it.
Incredible.
And, you put on your cute dress. Go west.
Yes.
Ready to go to dinner.
I love that. So we've talked about the products and these amazing ingredients and all of the things that you're doing to make sure everything is authentic, but also sourced and integrated into the product and the brand as well.
Yeah.
You can see that. So now we're going to get a little more personal.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to ask you both, what's your skincare routine?
Mm.
And also, because we're talking about self-care, wellness is okay. What is your morning routine, like your daily morning routine, or how do you stay mindful? I think that's so important. And especially as busy founders and, you're
All the more important. Everybody's
absolutely,
busy, all the more-
absolutely. So please, whoever wants to start.
So I believe that if you want to have beautiful skin, you always need to think of what you put inside of it. Our skin is our biggest organ.
Mm-hmm.
And normally we're very focused on our face and we forget about the rest of our bodies.
Right.
So we have to really think of like, I want beautiful skin. So whatever I put inside is going to reflect on my hair, my skin, my eyes, my nails. So very consciously do that with intention.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I like the exfoliator so much. It's like, yes, I'm the founder, I'm the creator, but I'm addicted to
Okay.
it. People have asked me like, can I do this every day? And I was like, if that's your choice, you can do that. But just keep in mind, you don't want to strip your skin of
Right.
its natural oils.
Right.
Yes, you want to activate it with the exfoliator, but you don't want to overdo it.
Right.
Yes. So I normally do it once or twice a week.
Okay.
And for my face, I think less is better. One thing important before you go to bed, make sure that you remove everything from your face or
Okay.
your skin, your body before you go to sleep. Because at night is the best time for your skin to regenerate, to breathe.
Mhm.
And we are so used to sunscreen, product, product,
Yeah,
product,
sure.
and we're just clogging it up. So we have to get to a point where we say, okay, my skin, it's an organ. I need to let it breathe. So at night, before I go to sleep, I remove everything because it's not only just makeup that you remove, it's the natural oils that has been creating throughout the day, sweat, dust, all free radicals that we have around.
Mhm.
So just removing all of that and then putting on a night cream, an eye cream, and maybe a serum. Yes, a serum you can use once or twice a week too, but every night, a night cream and just let your skin breathe. Yeah. And then a body exfoliator, like the lotion, every single day. Because if you don't want to use a perfume every day, You can use the notions. You can use it. You can carry it as a perfume.
And you can layer it. Really try to create products that, because different people have different scent preferences,
Sure.
and also whether they like scent at all,
Right.
or whether or not they want like how much.
Yeah.
And so that's why the 3 scents were intentionally formulated to be extremely distinct. And I love always, like, as we, asked you, what's your favorite?
Yeah.
Which one, and try to figure out, and I use all 3 now. I mean, obviously, but they mean something. It's my mood. They have a different
Yes.
mood, like a
Yeah.
candle or whatnot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a part of it's a wardrobe. In
Yes.
my, my feeling is like scent is a part of your wardrobe. It's like a little black dress is equivalent to one fragrance as, putting on something cozy, is to another. So
Yeah.
that's how I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself.
So the 3 fragrances that we have, the lime and the coconut, they much more scent forward.
Mhm.
And then the jasmine is just very mild. So
Okay.
we have that option too if somebody doesn't like too much fragrance.
Mhm.
But I mean, even though the other 2 are very scent forward, they're not too overpowering. They just the perfect scent.
No,
Okay.
and I like it like equated to like a good wine, because when we worked for a long time before we launched in the lab. Thank gosh she's a professional. Um, and with different herbs and fruit and coffee to try to get that layering thing, so it's just not like it's rich because it's layered.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Did you have anything else to share wellness wise? Because I feel like people will not only want to experience Santu, but also kind of figure out how they can incorporate it. I mean, you have such a rich bathroom life. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Oh, no, one. Well, you're even both naked in your bathrooms.
But I feel like you've shared that your bathroom is your sanctuary in that way. And a lot of times, many people, that's the only place where they have a moment to themselves.
right.
So do you have any other suggestions, recommendations for people
Well,
in their wellness practices?
The one thing I would say is that, because I really believe that, your emotional and your physical and your spiritual life, however you define that, and that's what's so beautiful about it, because it takes all kinds. So I concentrate. I'm very consciously aware.
Yeah.
And I am a big believer that I am perfectly imperfect. And it's radical self-love and radical self-acceptance and understanding that what works in this moment for you now, because I constantly make mistakes, is that the next moment is another moment. And believe me, I have lotion in my purse at all times. So when I'm having a moment or anxious, there's sort of 2 things I do. I either put lotion, like, because I want to take myself out of that space, and I need to remember that it's going to be a new moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I also take a lot of baths and showers. So many times a day, like it's just a rinse. And because I'm a water girl, so I can be near a fountain. That's my ritual.
Yeah.
And for me to, like I said, be consciously aware of those 3 parts of myself. I start the morning with meditation, and I always think when people say, oh, I'm really not good at meditating, and I was like, no, your meditation 30 seconds. And you're perfectly perfect. So I've created one for myself that I go through during the day. And when I go to sleep, that I can remember, because there's a structure to it, but it changes every day based on what I need.
Sure.
Whether I need a Rima lotion or I need a cocoa scrub, or what how I'm going to do that. One of the rituals, I have many rituals, but one of my rituals is my meditation. And if I can remember at the end of the day what I was grateful for, what I dedicated, what was my intention that morning, and have my visualization, then it meant I was really consciously aware, because every day is a new day. Now they say the past is history, the future is a mystery, and the present is our presence.
Yeah.
So for me, that's part of my wellness routine. And that's how I start my day.
That's great. I just wanted to we're here at the sanctuary, right? So I wanted to ask if, first of all, there's anything else that you wanted to add, but I also wanted to share where people can connect with you, Santu, and also visit.
It's, well, you can go to santubeauty.com, of course,
Yeah.
and learn a little bit about us. You can follow us on social media.
Santu Beauty Co. And there was the website she just mentioned. It's here in Mexico
Okay.
and also in the US.
Okay.
And we're selling in both countries. So direct to consumer, and you can visit the sanctuary here at the Angelique Spa.
Angelique's Boutique
Which was,
Spa.
yes, which was our first retail store. And in the little heart of paradise, a pedacito of the Sierra and southern Guerrero.
Guerrero. Yeah. It's about, like, what would I say, 40 minutes from the airport.
Yes, and just launched on Free People. So
Oh,
go Free
okay.
People online. You can also, if you're in Mexico City, you can visit this spa here in Mexico City. We're at the Ritz, in St. Regis, and in soon to be many more places.
Also, I wanted to share about the awards
Oh, yes.
we won recently, just yesterday.
Yeah.
It's actually a men's award.
Oh,
And they were asking many about our lotions. And the Lima Mexicana won the
Won.
award.
Best lotion
Body lotion
26.
okay.
Along with our
Yeah.
new beauty award, which is we're really
Yes.
proud of in the beauty space to the award.
And this was the second new beauty award because last year we won the new beauty award for all-inclusive brand.
Okay.
And then this year it was the Lima Mexicana body scrub.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, it was another one from
We have a few.
A few. Okay.
plenty of
Okay.
them.
We pat ourselves on the back.
Absolutely.
It's just coming and coming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
And
pretty
you're,
exciting.
yeah. So you're growing and expanding a lot.
products to
Yes.
come.
I was just going to ask if you can share maybe what's to come.
I'll share one
Okay.
because we're playing
Okay.
a lot of them.
Exciting.
But the one that will come out the soonest this summer is a salt soak.
Ooh. Okay.
So unlike a bubble bath,
Mm-hmm.
it's meant to be a warm blanket in the bathtub where I do my best.
Yes. And it will have the same salt in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
So think
Excellent.
magnesium and how good that is. Can't get enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. And then we have a few other ones coming out. But
Okay.
we'll share that.
We're
once
working
they're-
on it.
Okay.
Once they're out there. But
All right.
I'm sure you will love them all.
I'm sure I will too. I'm sure everyone will want to get their hands on them as well. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No, we hope you just really enjoy your time here.
Yeah, I
in the
am.
sanctuary.
Yeah.
It's been really fun.
Oh,
appreciate it.
this is fabulous. And it's so
Yeah.
great to get to meet you and get to connect, especially in this way, and really
Thank you.
learn about the product, but also the people, the many people behind it, especially all of the local artisans that you work with. And
our Santu team.
of course, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes,
We're small, but we're mighty.
yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Dynamite comes in small packages.
I never heard you say that.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining me
so
today.
much.
This is great. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I hope you enjoy your time here with us and just
Thank
have
you.
a blast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. And that's it. We did it.
Thank you.
Yay.
Good job.